There we go. Okay, sorry about that. New channel. Well, if I've messed up Pro drag then P8 while we were going. Spin before. I believe Albino dresses 1.35 currently, P13, looking to improve. Going through turn 7 now, I believe. Final corner. Turn 16 out. Down the straight, no ERS as per usual, so 1.30. Half a second improvement puts in a P10. Is I love controller, it's a minute zero. Going through now to the hairpin, turn 6. Towards to 7 now. The awkward corner, you want to drift out wide, use that curve. He does good. You just widen turn 9 if you do so. You then turn with another very awkward corner. Up to turn 11, 12 and 13. Then 12, 13 and 14. Should be flat, and now 10, 16, without 14, maximizing the speed, current speed on the track. So I'll turn the mic up, hopefully that works. I had it down because so hopefully this is good. If not, I'll just turn down something. Just let me know, because I don't typically hear myself when I'm racing. It always sounds okay when I look back at it, but you know, hopefully this is alright now. I don't know if he's continuing. I think he's continuing for another lap here. He's 300s down. Coming through, and he just invalidates there. Here's Dan, the racer though, coming through the final corner, looking to improve on his 1:23.018 up to the line. It's going to be a 1:22.5 half second improvement. Puts him P8 now. Who else we got? Honest Crook is on a lap. I can't believe we've been talking for over 10 minutes, just nothing but captured. Even more than 10 minutes to be honest, about 15 minutes, including the the pre-qualifying. We've got no one really on the lap here. Who's next to start on? It's going to be Big Bean. He's going to be the next to start up as Andre does in fact retire, so he's going from the back. Same with Bear. But here's Big Bean starting his either second last or last lap. Those controllers left the session now, so Don't know if that's some instant things. Usually does happen with him. There's Big Bean. I'm hoping to improve from a 124.8. Into turn 8 now. And turn 9. Full lift down to there. Not really, it's their hair thing, but it's fast working. Then the tires in the pits. So he's done with his 1.25. He's happy with that. He's just got that time. Big Bean coming through. 13 gets on the curb. Washes out wide, but seems okay and he's carrying on. Up to the final corner now. Down to 4. Doesn't hug the apex. Keeves with a 121.8. Absolutely brilliant that from him. Just improves his lead to 2/10 now. And Big Bean, small improvement from 10.5. Remains P16. We're going to go to Griff, who's P6 with a 122.4. He's not too far off, only 6/10 off pole. And he's 2.5 or almost 3/10 up. Comes through sector 2. McLaren in the way. Hopefully gets out. It's going to give him a toe though down the main straight, which will help him. But a little bit of dirty air through the final corner. He's just going to get a toe, which is only going to help his lap. And I believe this is Snickers who's giving him a toe. Let's go P2 with a 128.932 thousandths off pole, and that's got to hurt. It's happened to me. And not too long ago. But 121.772 there from Whit in the Aston Martin. Puts himself a 10th out in front. Here's Captain Jack, currently P4. More people are going to be crossing the line. Improving as time is up. If you haven't started a lap, tough luck. You're finishing it. Will be your final one, so make it count. Licorice goes P2 with 121.777. Only 5,000 off pole now. And that again just has to hurt. Being so close. That's probably 1 millimeter that you didn't take tight enough. A corner you didn't take ever so slightly. Didn't gain that much time. It sucks, but it's what happens. Captain Jack now coming through the final corner. Up to the line now. It's going to be a 121.8. Puts him P3. Only a couple thousand ahead of Keys. 122.14. Big Match Johnny. 122.15 for Crowjag. And that's going to be it for qualifying here. And just how tight is this? That's very tight up there. So especially Keys and Griff separated by 2 milliseconds. P5 and P4. And at the top especially 5 thousandths, 5 milliseconds between Licorice and Whiff. It's going to be Whiff on pole for the sprint quali. For the sprint race. And if he can have a good one, then he's on pole. Or whoever wins this next race, I should just say. I'm not going to say it's going to be him. Whoever wins this next race will be on pole for the main race and bag 8 points for themselves. But that is it with Licorice in P2 on the third. On the second row, Captain Jack and Keys. On the third, it's Griffin False. Then Johnny and Crowjag on the fourth. Snickers and Vassar on the fifth. Dan Blancuno, Vladimir, Controller, Albino, Honest Crook, Big Bean and Elton round off the timed finishers, and Bear and Andre, who both wanted to start from the back, round up the 10th row of the grid. So hopefully we'll have an exciting race today. Exciting couple races today. But we'll just have to wait and see all I'm saying is if I was here, I would have bagged pole with my times, and I'm sad I'm not, but I only have myself to blame for that, for the incidents I've been caught up in, I must say. But yeah, I do have to take ownership of my actions, and that is the reason I am commentating here. I hope anyone that's watching can just let me know if this is definitely okay, if this mic is okay, or if you need me to turn it up, turn down the game. Just let me know. As we just wait, it should be a 0 stop for this on the mediums. Softs can also make it, but it's just too much of a hindrance towards the end. But here we are, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We're underway for the sprint race. It seems like Licorice has got the better start, and he does then whiff, and he's moved up into P1 before the first corner. Whiff is going to try hanging around the outside, doesn't quite do so. Keegs up to P3 now, just ahead of Captain Jack, but Captain Jack up the inside, and he's going to have the outside for the next couple of corners, which is going to maybe advantage him. These two still side by side going into turn 4 now, and 5, and Captain Jack goes off the circuit and has to cede to Griff. And there's the possible strategies of 1 stop on mediums or 1 stop on hards. 3-second time penalty for Andre already. Someone spun around the back. It's Elton. Didn't see what happened there, but he is off, and that is your leader, Licorice. 7/10 already to win. This is you from second place, and just behind him is the AlphaTauri of Keegs. There's only 10 laps here. I'm actually going to see what tyre everyone has. Everyone's got mediums, which is fair enough. Position change of everyone. Change that to the leader. So Licorice had a great start, up 1 position, whiff down. Keegs and Griff both gain a position, while Captain Jack loses 2. False and Johnny have stayed the same, and Vass has gone up 2. Very good start from him. Krojak seized the position. Dan and Vladimir 1 and 2 places respectively, and Vladimir is trying to make it a 3rd. Having a look at Dan there. Snickers on the back of Vladimir. He's trying to make up on lost ground after a very poor start. 3 places lost. One of the biggest losers apart from Albino. Andre and Bear are having a battle up the back. I might have a look at them in a minute. Mancuno behind his teammate, only lost 1, and here they are, Bear and Andre, 6th and 4th positions respectively, but Andre does have that 3-second penalty, which you can't even get removed because there's no way to get that checked in time for the real race. So that's unlucky for Andre. He's just going to have to pull out 3 seconds no matter what. There's a yellow flag for Elton behind again. There we go. So he's just gone up to speed now. Yeah, here's our leader, Licorice, onto lap 3 now, and Griff sets the fastest lap of the race. DRS now enabled, so next time we come down the main straight, will have the DRS to help him overtake Licorice. This is a nice shot. Up through turn 5, 3/10 is the gap. Almost broken DRS to Keegs. We'll see if that turns out to be the case by the time they cross the line. By the time they cross the DRS detection line. Number 34, that is, of the Aston Martin. 3-second penalty for Licorice out in front. So that's really gonna hinder him. Just a bit of oversteer coming out of turn 7. No, that's turn 10. After turn 13, 14. Just another 2 warnings there, probably. Just got to be very careful now, does Licorice. Whiff is going to be absolutely loving it, being able to stay in DRS and still holding the effective lead of the race right now. Is he going to overtake Licorice to defend from Keegs? I believe he is. Sends it up the inside. Doesn't make it quite 6. Still side by side. Down to turn 2. Licorice has the inside and it's just going to benefit from that. Whiff has to maintain as there's another yellow flag. It is Andre. Andre is turned around. Don't know what happened there. He was battling with what was Blancuno and Snickers. And he's been turned around. Have a see what's going on there. Maybe after the race. But here's Griff. Back of this mini train right now. He's currently P3 effectively, but he's going to be able to get past Keegs and Whiff as soon as possible. With only 6 laps to go when we cross the line. Good penultimate corner now. As little tap there, Keegs has to see the position to Whiff after getting out of all shapes. I think he just went into the back of Whiff. Not expecting him to slow down that much. But he's now out of rhythm. And that's actually going to help the Red Bull behind. And even this mini train, everyone getting DRS all the way back to Dan. Licorice is around. I'm missing all the incidents. That's a virtual safety car as the wing comes off of that Alfa Romeo. So he's going to have to make a stop now, and that's going to put him pretty much at the back of the field. I wonder what happened there, but Whiff now leading this race on track as well. Griff P2, Keegs P3. Everyone else is within a second all the way down to Vassar, who's actually going to be within a second, and Joe Dillon probably as well. Everyone all the way back here is probably within a second, so you can have a lot of DRS when the lights go green. I don't know when it is. I think it might be... No one's accelerating yet. I wish we got told when the safety car was ending. It might be now because it's gone very quick. It could be very soon at least. I don't know what happened to Licorice. Did he get tagged around by Whiff? Did he spin on his own? Who knows? I think we're going now. As Whiff accelerates, we're going down the main straight. Griff following in his Red Bull, DRS enabled as the lights go green. As his Captain Jack trying to make a move on Keys, doesn't make it quite stick. Tries to go up the inside but isn't able to, and Keegs holds on to that last podium spot for now. Licorice in the pit, just replacing that win. That's very unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo after getting a great start. Ooh, what happened to Griff there? Just had to step out of turning in. Seemed he might have just got a little bit of oversteer. But here's Whiff now. Through turn 10. He's got half a second to Griff, and that's just going to mean he gives up DRS for this lap. Will Griff go for a move if he's close enough? Will he just hold on behind and wait to pounce on the last lap? The only reason I think he can't is because he's got this man, Keegs, right behind number 12. And Keegs is going to want to pounce on anything he can. DRS open for everyone behind, all the way back to the Mercedes of Krojag. Keys makes a move, and Griff in the straight, and he moves up to P2. Griff now out in front, kept his position, but Griff went down, Keys went up, Captain Jack, P4. This is the view from him, just looking at the next two ahead, who is constantly battling. Through the hairpin now. When he hits a little bit of oversteer, and that's going to invite False to maybe go around the outside. It's going to be brave. No, I don't think he'll be able to do it, and he doesn't. He isn't able to. So Captain Jack gets away with that mistake there, but is he going to be able to keep DRS? It's going to be very close. Then the racer picks up a 3-second time penalty. He's got a couple corners to maybe save it in his teammates' DRS range. We'll just have to see as he goes across. I think he'll have it. He'll have it pretty easily here. Now down the main straight once again. Who's going to be trying to make a move? I think False is going to go up the inside, and Keys is going to go up the inside for the lead of the race. Meanwhile, False makes a move on the Red Bull of Captain Jack to put himself up into P4. So Keegs takes over the lead of the race. Don't know if that was a bit too early. I'm actually going to have a look at everyone's battery. So 32% there for Keegs, 40 for Whiff, and 46 for Griff. False has barely any, and Captain Jack is currently using some to try to save it in DRS range of False. People go right there. Wonder how many warnings they're on. Probably not too many until a penalty. 1 or 2 as Elton picks up a 3-second time penalty. He's at the back. Licorice did set the fastest lap of the race while I was talking. Here's Johnny. Johnny is P6, just at the back of this train. Barely any ERS. Just not able to do anything currently, but he's just sitting back and programming. This is the same. But he's got 50% ERS. He now sees Johnny, who is flashing, and he'll probably end up making a move down the main straight. Here's Whiff. Conceded the lead. This time last lap. It seems like he's not going to be able to take it back going into turn 1. It's Krojag and Johnny are battling, and as I predicted, Krojag does go up the inside. Elton with another 3-second time penalty there, so he's up to 6 seconds. Here's Griff using a bit of overtake to just stay with him with, put on the pressure, maybe force a mistake. And he's going to go now into the right hand of turn 9. Down to the semi hairpin of turn 8. To the lady. And 12, 13, 14, the wheel should be flat, maybe not this point good for warm tyres. All types absolutely screaming by now, and I think Keats has broken DRS range of Whiff. Just going to invite Griff. A couple penalties going up there for Bear and Licorice and Big Bean. We're picking up 3-second time penalties. So here's Griff without any ERS, still able to make the move, and here's False. Maybe going for the double overtake. Definitely makes it on Whiff. Our pole sitter currently down in P4, and False trying to go up the inside of Griff as well. With an absolutely beautiful move back up the inside to take back P3 as we are now on the final lap of the race. Griff is going to be pushing to try to catch back up to Keys, but I think unless there's a major mistake from Keys, there's not going to be much. Griff can do. Looking for a battle down the rest of the field. Anyone close anywhere. Goes on the back of Josh, going to P15. Project in the back of Johnny. This is going to be for P6 with a DRS straight. Ooh, bit wide for Project. Vasa gets a 30-second penalty. Needs P9, so that'll drop him back. Maybe down to P12. Oh, it's Big Match Johnny. Don't know what happened there, but he just got out of sorts. Oh, he's out of fuel. This happens, and is he even going to keep P7? He does. Only just keeps P7 out of the prize. But Keats is on pole for the main race as he wins the sprint. Griff P2, and we're over to P3. Colt is P4, Captain Jack is P5, Project P6. After losing fuel, P7 is all Johnny could take. Vladimir very close to overtaking Johnny for that P7, but he has to settle for P8. Snickers P9 and Vasa P10 after his penalty is applied there. P11 after his penalty was applied, and then P12. Thomas Cook P13, Albino Josh P14, Bancuno P15. After his penalty, Andre is P16. And that's not going to be the sprint race he wanted. He did have a spin, not quite sure for what, but he did have a spin. So here's the results. 8 points for Keys, and all the way down to Vladimir, all picking up points for the top 8. So Big Bean cops P17, P18 for Controller, Licorice P19, and Elton P20. That's your grid so far. But we're ready now for the main race. The recommended strategy is hards to softs or softs to hard. I mean, no, hards to mediums or mediums to hard, sorry. We're just waiting for everyone to sort out their strategy, sort out their fuel. It does eat fuel around here, and a couple people on Sunday, at least in my race, lost fuel on the last lap. Me and Andre were absolutely conserving, and I even lost a little bit at the end. Baggis, who was running P2, if anyone knows him, ended up losing podium because of it. But we're 5 red lights here for tier 3, and away we go. Griff, I think, just got the better start here on the mediums. Soft for Whiff, so he might be going for a 2-stop. But Griff takes the lead going into turn 1, showing the inside might be the better slide to start on. Or it could just be his mediums. Whiff and False battling now for P3. False up the inside now for turn 4. Is he going to make it stick? Still side by side through turn 5 now. False maybe getting ahead, but Whiff is going to have the inside for the hairpin. Surely that's going to keep him in P3, but they're still side by side. False now, just cuts in to P4. Big match into P5 and Qatar P6. All the way down here, Elton up to P17 and Andre up to P14. And make that P13 as Blancuno gets out of all sorts of shape. And even moves in position to Crook. He's going to go straight back up the inside to take P14. Crook gets a little bit wide, a little bit over the curve, and that's probably going to be a warning for him. There's going to be quite a few of those. Controllers still haven't really gone. Griff is in the lead as we go across the lap 2 and Whiff up into P2. Gets ahead of Keys down the straight, probably a lot of battery used there. And then maybe 5th penalty, so maybe not too much, but definitely has enjoyed it. A lot of people on softs actually maybe going for a 2-stop. Or just an aggressive one. Those sides are going to die though after 10 laps. And the hards, after only really can make it from Keeper from lap 14 onwards. So it's going to be very hard, I'd say, for those soft runners if they are coming off a 1-stop. 2-stop though, they'll be mighty quick, but have to make up that extra stop with one of the longest pit lanes on the F1 calendar. But here's the situation. Griff leading with by 0.3 of a second. And an extra 0.3, an extra 0.6, sorry, back to false. So with, is he going to make the move? Not even using ERS, but he's very low on fuel, so he's hoping for a safety car. But he does get in to the lead of the race. False, just looking, maybe a move up into second place. Isn't able to find it, he just settles still behind that P2 position. Well, currently Griff, that was once. Down the field, everyone really separated by only a couple tenths. The biggest gap is from P4 to P3 of 1.3 seconds, actually P19 to P18 of 2.2, but in the points at least, it's 1.5 is the biggest gap. Here's Albino Josh and Honest Crook battling. Albino Josh just gets up the inside there of Crook, takes P15, and he's only 5 spots, 5 overtakes. Points. Definitely for the hat. Licorice increasing time into. He's right at the back. Ventainy probably gets one there, unless he's lucky. The position change false. Gets past Griff. With probably the help of DRS. But Griff goes straight up on the side. False is actually in the lead. Didn't even realise that. False gets past Griff and Whiff. And Whiff has fallen down too. Griff has stayed where he is. And False has gone up into the lead of the race. On those soft compound tyres. Who's on parts? Keys. Why is Keys back in P5? What's gone on there? He's had an absolutely horrendous start. Maybe that is just a hard fight. He's going to be mighty quick towards the end of the race. The winner of Sunday's race was on a hard to medium strategy, so maybe that's going to be the choice here from Keys. With out of that DRS range so far. Faster in a straight line it seems than Griff. Is he going to hold on to that second as they go over the DRS detection point? He needs a lot of overtake to maybe make it happen. I don't think he he has. He definitely hasn't. But good news for him, Johnny hasn't either. He's using a bit ERS. I don't think he even needs to. And he turns it off and he's going to make the pass on Johnny. Oh, but Captain Jack out of nowhere storms past the both of them. There's little contact behind. Keegs has to step off the throttle. And Johnny's going to keep P5 for now, but goes up the inside, squeezes Jack. Jack twice, probably gets a warning and loses 2 positions in the process. That's just messy. Loses a bit of wing just because he didn't expect the AlphaTauri of Keegs to break a little bit. I have thought that. Don't know. That's probably just a racing incident. The tags around. Albino just tags. Den doesn't lose a position though. Just a bunch of time. Very scrappy right now. As Captain Jack is just going to go down and down with that broken wing. He's surely going to have to pit this lap. He's just in the way. Ferrari trying to go around the outside. And a half behind the Big Bean trying to go to the inside of that previous corner. Just losing so much time. He's actually holding everyone else up behind him. I'd just get out of the way if I was him. He goes straight off to let the half go and Licorice as well. And he goes all into the pit, so very unlucky there. Then Captain Jack just got out of shape from there. Maybe because of a little bit of a squeeze from Johnny. Just causing that. Definitely racing from first lanes. But here's Andre up at P9 up into the points. And Bear close to doing the same, both from very far back from the grid. To there. He's kept position. So he's up to P11 under that continuity. Just clips the back of Vassar. Hopefully no damage there. Andre second place. On my championship leader, what else can you expect though? He's hoping to get up at the end, and it seems that hasn't learned from Sunday where he was struggling with tyres, and that's how I was able to overtake him with 3 tyre penalty there. We did see that venture off the track. But this is a train that leads to P4 with Vladimir at the helm. He's hoping to make a move as Snickers goes into the pits like 6. Almost picks up his time penalty back in P14. Snickers in the pits and Vassar as well. He's Andre making a move down in Project. Using all his battery, he's going to send it up the inside, and that's going to be an easy move for the AlphaTauri. His teammate though trying to find a way past Johnny after losing quite a bit of time due to him being on the hards. A Big Bean spun around at turn 1. Don't know if that was contract or if that was just himself. We're just going to stick with Andre here because he's going to be making these moves left, right and centre. Maybe if he gets a lap down with the straight, but who knows. Thomas Cook is around, or Dan's around, sorry. He's just lost a couple of positions to Elton and Licorice. Elton and Thomas Cook swapping positions out of Ferrari, so I think Thomas Cook might just got a bit wide. That gap opens up drastically, actually. You just have a bit of damage. A bit of damage to Thomas Cook. We'll see who comes into the pits and win this lap. No one in the top 8 comes in, on the top 10 comes in. So, Andre just sitting behind his teammate Keegs, using quite a bit of overtake. Keegs has spare. He's just not going to be able to gain really easy. Big Match Johnny is also flashing, so he's on low battery and this Cook does come into the pit, so I assume that is for a new front wing, and it is. So Andre just sat behind Keys in this turn 2. Now P3. Griff and False running away with it. Griff has gotten into the lead while we were watching this. So he's going to be pretty happy up there. He might even break the arrest now. Couple corners to go though, and False might be able to make that up. But it's still very early days. I believe they're both on alternate strategies as well. One's on the lead, one's on the soft second Griff. In my personal opinion, is looking very good here. I think as well. We got recent time from season 2 Keegs making a move on the Asimon of Big Mac Johnny, goes up the inside, side by side through turn 1, spots in both, wash out wide. Big Mac Johnny maybe a little bit squeezed, picks up 3-second time penalty as a result. Don't know if that was exactly his fault, but he's on go. Very stable here from now. Keeps maybe those tyres on the hard are just starting to pick up the pace, especially over the softs. They've definitely got on fire and getting there. We'll see some stops, like some regular stops soon from these soft runners. And soon also soon from the medium runners for the next 5 runs. A medium to hard strategy. 13 is definitely stay stopping on that 13 from leading is my preferred strategy. As Whip comes into the pits there. Is this going to mean Keegs? Oh, a little bit of a mistake, and he's put Crowjag out of the race. Not his fault, and there's a safety car deployed. Just a little mistake there from our championship leader, and it's so unluckily put the Mercedes of Crowjag out of the race. That's just what happened to Andre there. Probably going to get a little bit of trouble for that, obviously, because it's not a racing, it's due to him just oversteering himself when he could have confirmed that. And I can manage this 5 seconds in 22. Just with 1 lower tires. But here's Griff. Has False made a mistake or something? Because he's very far back. Unless it's genuinely the pace of those soft tyres now. But this is definitely going to allow pretty much everyone that's not on hards to pit. It's hard to come out and go to the end, especially with a safety car. So Griff is going to come in here, and everyone else behind him. So Griff's going to come out into the lead, unless Keegs is going on. Keegs is pretty well. Griff is going to come out into the lead on fresh hard tyres till the end. Those are going to be absolutely dead by the time. So I wonder what he's going to go on. Mediums will not make it. He's going to have to do an aggressive 2-stop now. That safety car is not played into his hands whatsoever. He goes onto the soft, so he's going to do a 2-stop. Just hit the lap forward. He's made a stop. Everyone else has. And hasn't. That does surprise me. Why he didn't come into the pits, because Hard's coming out can make it to the end. Very hard, but they can make it to the end. Here's our leader. Griff. 5149. So the current order is Griff in P1, Dan the Racer in the Williams P2, Whiff in P3 after making the stop before the Dan only now so maybe he was scared of the double start? I'm not too sure. False is now up to what will be P3. P4 and he's now 2-stop. Big Match Johnny P5, Vladimir P6, Bear P7, Ventainy P8, Andre after his incident P9 and P10 goes to Albino Joe. Multiple penalties all the way across the field. Controller wants an invite here, but I don't have him, so I can't invite him, sadly. Safety car, hopefully becoming this lap, and that's just gonna some hards might go off by the end of the race, maybe close to puncture territory, and will that put a little bit of excitement into the race. Big Match Johnny on mediums. Those guys in this lap. Vladimir also on mediums. A couple people on mediums, so other people might be doing a 2-stop. Which might be the case. But hards, they're definitely able to make it for me. And then there. Okay, so I have got confirmation. Projag didn't get tagged by Andre, he just spun from it, which is very unlucky, but we're now underway. Green flag racing here in Qatar, lap 13. 17 laps to the end, and a lot of people on split strategies, half of them going to the end on hards, half of them swapping for maybe another set of softs or another set of mediums. The end of the race, Keats on the softs, I know. Andre gets past Blancuno back for P8. Almost a second already from Lift to Griff. And if this continues, then really see a little bit of Keys is around this time. The other AlphaTauri hits, he lost his wing? He crashed a little bit of Captain Jack and Albino Josh moment there. I don't think he's lost his wing. Maybe just a little bit of a spin, maybe a little bit of a tap around, who knows. Albino Josh, another 3-second time penalty for him. So 9/10 is the gap. As Keeks goes around again. So surely that's something to do with him. It's 2 times in the same lap. Who knows? Big Bean is into the pits now. Maybe he was caught up in an incident and lost his wing. Maybe that's why he's in there. Who knows? But here's false 7/10 to with Elton. It's a very good thing around here and pushing these new tires. We need to get parking and squeeze. False 4/10 to with 1.1 seconds to Griff out in the lead. So if this continues for another lap, Griff will be staking DRS at the current stage. That's that impact control there, P15. Getting a 3-second time penalty. And look what it means with that. Couple 3 seconds, I mean a couple 6 seconds in it. Quite a few 3 seconds and then forward. Here's Falskin, pass with 4. 3-2 is to Johnny Vladimir. Stays behind in P5. Second grade pass Cap Jack. And 1 point off. One position off that between around 3 seconds for that. Here's Vladimir though. They get on the brakes a bit early. Trying to follow Big Match Johnny. I'm just gonna watch this unfold. Maybe go back on board with Andre, who's at the back of this 5-car plan. Send up the inside from Licorice on there. Has he made this move stick? Because if he has, that is very aggressive from Licorice, but he makes it work without causing any damage as well. So well done to Licorice for that. That's just going to put maybe a bit on the back foot, susceptible to Andre behind. Not a straight on speed here for Ben. He might make a double overtake here. Oh, as Johnny tries to do a switchback on Licorice, but just rams into the side of there, and our leader has actually left the session. So is he disconnected? Because if so, that is very unlucky. His fault is going to take the lead of this race now. Whatever. I wish I had all these people as friends because I could just add them back. But it's very unlucky from Griff to losing the race, but quite some noise as well. Just to now be out of the running. Licorice trying to make a move on Vladimir again. Be aggressive in the same spot. Vladimir has the ERS to put up a fight, doesn't even need to, he just stays ahead of the Alfa Romeo, the close run process. Got 3 seconds to his name, but Licorice has 6. How long until With gets past Griff here? And use the ERS and goes through that car and easily get themselves up into P2. Not even easily. Struggling to keep the same straight line speed, but he does anyway. Vladimir and Licorice swapping positions. Here's a little battle. Bear going around the outside. So Licorice has lost 2 spots there to Johnny and Bear. Finds himself back in P7. Andre hot on his heels. Bino Josh is actually joining the frame here. Here's Andre, maybe going around the outside at the hairpin. Very brave. And it doesn't stick. Turn 7 now, a little tap Licorice into the back of there. That's put him off his rhythm. He isn't going to lose position to Andre though. As this group is now catching up onto Griffin, that's just going to help Vladimir. Because he's going to get DRS and he's going to be able to hold off from Johnny. Another very aggressive move, making this move and betting for the front out. Gain on the ball. Yeah, let's love that. Vladimir up to P3 now. Licorice, he's just so aggressive there. Tags around himself and Bear. They've dropped outside. He's dropped outside the points. Bear is now up to P2. I mean, now down to P10. It's very aggressive from Licorice. I would not be surprised if Bear puts him in the paint. As now another person, Albino Josh, is on the back of that, and he's spun around. These tires are very hot. He's unable to get away as cleanly as he wanted to. So Bear up to P9, up into the point. Very sloppy here from a lot of these guys. Yeah, as I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if the support is put in against Licorice. He's from this and going backwards. Yeah, I'm very optimistic. I'm definitely positive. With Andre, and this is just breaking up this front frame now. So Andre on the back of Johnny, he's not going to get DRS from Vladimir. This is going to help. It's going to help Andre. Use a bit of his overtake. A little that he has remaining. He's going to get past that. Even before the 150 ball. Breaking with turn 1. And he set his sights on Vladimir up ahead. So he's got another stop to do. Those second stops are going to be coming very shortly. He's not going to make so soft. Fighting with 6 seconds at the time. Still trying to make I think it's been a very silly move from Bear. Doesn't let Bear break too much anything else, but very optimistic, very silly move. We're about to go to 10 laps remaining. False 3.6 out in front of 3.7 make that, and only extending. It was Andre, good work on that last lap too. Get into the passing lanes of Vladimir and both sides very easily. He's P3 now. P16 on the grid, giving me Hamilton dives. Set his sights now on board. 10 laps to go. Can he catch up to False? Don't know, because he's going to have to do that second stop. Don't know how well that's going to play out for him. I'll put roughly 1 to 1.5 up really well. Could be for Andre. Just with how long that took me, I think it's worth it. I think the one set is secure to the medium to high. Working with the false so far. We're going to go pausing that. He's on the back of Riff. Probably making the overtake down straight. Up into P2 now, and he's now got his sights set on false before that second stop that he's going to have to make. That's slippery. Spin around, pushing out to the corner. And he's got that P15. With his unfortunate back out to him, certainly really in the race. That's such a shame for him because if I had him and Abby and I would easily have him back, but I don't have him unable to. Usually within closest we have in Captain Jack. We'll do this one for 4 points playing positions. Go for 3-second penalty, so this is on track what they're going to finish. With a little bit of overtake with some DRS, Vladimir and Rick getting very close. Making the overtake, and there's Blancuno going a lot later on the brakes and what Johnny would have thought. Johnny being very aggressive with his defence, keeps it, and probably just giving him the shoulder, saying, hey, how did you do that in the first place? Very aggressive drive from Blancuno. 22 laps now into the race, 9 to go. False has got a very comfortable lead, knowing as well that Andre, we know he's catching, he's got to make another stop. So what I'm wondering, what if we had that I don't think it's good. I wish we did like a 14 lap really hard, because we have to do 14 14 lap rule, we went over 14 laps, so just go down. Would that be interesting? Because a lot of people have to put the I don't know, would that be a cool concept on that? I think it would be. Or if we just do 18 laps and 100% race, just 100% does get past the next Johnny though for P4. Other people say probably have to take it to stop, so Andre's really in the run here for P2. Captain Jack and Ocean. Captain Jack losing the front ring. Don't know what that's from, if that is recently, if that is has been the case for a couple laps, but he's going B and Owen's just seems like he's inside. Maybe making a mistake down to the hairpin, he sends up the inside with Captain Jack. I don't know how he's bouncing that if he's got that front end damage. Licorice is on the inside. Very aggressive with this. Andre in the pits. It hadn't come up. He was in the pits, and I was scared for a second. He's had another spin. But he's coming to the pits for another set of softs. That is not long to left to go in the race. Don't know if Vladimir, Blancuno, they should be making another stop, maybe within the next lap. Here's the situation. Andre's in P8. He's going to probably get past Grill. He's got to get past Vassar though. He's got to get past 8 seconds up for the race. He's going to be making 2-3 seconds a lap to get back up to there. And the rest ahead needs to be picked. So we just watch that gap crumble, and I want to watch this man swim through up back into what was P2. So those spots are going to be gifted easily if Vladimir Blancuno and Johnny will make pit stops. But his fight back up to Vassar is what I'm going to be interested in, and I'll watch it temporarily, because watching him just go around the track for 5 laps and catching out is going to be the most interesting thing to watch. But I know he's going to be catching up to Vassar quite shortly, so I'm going to stay on board for now. Once he makes that move, I'll switch over. Vladimir Blancuno and Big Match Johnny, by the way, still haven't pit, so maybe they're trying to go to the end on those medium tyres, which I don't think is possible. Some of them might be getting punctured territory, but there is Andre up to P6 very quite easily with the straight line speed that Alpha Tauri has. Look, Big Match Johnny following Blancuno. Here's for P3 and 3-second time penalty for Andre, so that's not gonna help his case. He's catching there rapidly, over 3 seconds gained already. And there's Dan the racer. He's parked up on the entrance to... It's very late in the straight, so I wonder how he's spun there. But he is stopped and still stopped. Let me have a look here. He's just in the pit wall. Maybe he got forced into it? Not quite sure, but he has retired from the race now. There's Johnny from Blancuno. Margo from 5 seconds now. Oh, there. Wolf gets 3-second time penalty. He's down in P8. He just made a stop. In the previous lap, actually. Margo from P2 for the fastest lap of the race. I don't think that's going to be getting beat anytime soon. So Haas, Albino Josh pops up on turn 7. No, turn 10. Sorry. Here's Johnny. This is one of our closest battles so far. Licorice getting past Crook for P12 for just 17 seconds for Crook. 12 seconds for Licorice, and that's all. That's all for track limits and Crook. So this is a 5-second time penalty, so he's also got 4 penalties with track limits. Andre already 1.6 seconds behind there, so he's made up 10 seconds in 3 laps. I don't think he's going to be able to catch up to False, but if Vladimir and Blancuno don't hit, and Johnny don't hit, well, he's definitely on the back of these guys. He's going to be storming through the field. Is he going to be able to chase down Vladimir? So after he gets past these guys, it's another 5 seconds to that Mercedes, whose tyres will be absolutely crying out for help in 13 laps old now. This is when you need to get off them. 13 laps, but they haven't. They're trying to go to the end, and they'll be on 70, close to 80%, I believe, at this point in time. So Andre gets past there down the straight, and he's probably going to get past Johnny into this next corner, isn't it? Johnny but still so late on the brakes from those soft tyres. Still newish, they'll be on about 25%, 30% by now. Lining up Ventainy, maybe into the next couple of corners. I'm thinking very shortly, maybe. Out of shape and because of the yellow pipe temporarily. With a wide there from Andre. See, he does have Ventainy on penalty, but he's willing to get past him anyway so he can catch out of him. The grip there is between him and Ventainy. Just for that penultimate corner. They're going to have to get fully off the gas, maybe even braking. But false out in front, barely talked about. Because he's putting an absolute display here. Display of class to be leading by 8.3 seconds now. It did help that Griff disconnected and still hasn't rejoined. Still never knows that Red Bull with a big gap back to Licorice. So if there's another mistake, maybe you can still pick up a point. He's there in the back of this gap, in the back of this group, sorry. Johnny in the back of Ventainy. They're both with 6 second time points. The Bear will be taking P4 at the current moment. That's up. And they work up to turn 4. They got a bit wide on the curve. A little spin. Andre 1.4 seconds behind Vladimir now, and this is just blistering pace from the Kiwi, our championship leader. Maybe this is fuel related from Vasa. It is fuel related. So he's going to have to do the last couple laps with fuel 6 seconds now for Vladimir, so he might even be overtaken by Bear. So Bear is going to, I don't know if he'll know. We won't know just yet actually. But he might be on for a podium position here if he can push hard enough. Vassar's out of fuel and I think he's going to be trying to make it back to the pits to retire. There's no way he's going to make some mistakes. Last lap. Seems to be able to get past Foles. Foles has made a mistake of some sort in 4 seconds behind. Now 4 seconds is the gap. Don't think he'll be able to, unless another mistake is caused. Will Andre be able to take this win? I don't think he will. I think that safety car is really in the pin. But through an absolutely brilliant drive from Foles at the current moment, he's looking good. But how much is having to lift? Is Andre going to be able to get DRS and maybe make a move? He's not going to get DRS. I think Foles. He's gonna run out of fuel. Who's gonna make it? I think Foles takes it at the end. Oh wait, Andre, yeah, also had that 3 second penalty, so it was never in doubt really. Vladimir gonna come home for P3. Johnny P4. Blancuno out of fuel, so Snickers takes P5. P6 currently. Now goes to Keys. Potentially 10-second time from Big Beam in the corner. But P7 for Blancuno, P8 for Whip. And Bear has fuel, so he was on for a podium. And this is what I was saying with fuel. Really messes people up. So Griff ends up taking P9 after everything. Bear rounds out the point positions. So many people losing fuel in the end. So unfortunate. But it's what happens when you don't do preparation and you don't realise. You don't realise how the fuel creeps up on you. This is really going to be it. Foles takes a win here in the Tuesday Tier 3 League. P down to P15 just because he left the session, but he's P7, or P6, one of the two. But false wins. Andre gathers a podium off from P16 on the grid. Driver of the day to go with it, and to round off the podium spot, I believe, if I remember, it was Latimer getting that final podium spot. So there he is, false, taking the win. The Kiwi of Andre getting P2 and extending his gap out in front of Latimer, P3, after a great drive from him. The one stop proving superior here, but only just. And I wonder how differently it would have gone without that safety car. I think it would have been easier for false, I'd like to say, but I'm not quite sure of that. Who knows, apart from, because we didn't get it, so who knows. That is it for round 8 here at Qatar. I've been your host, Ventainy. Maybe taking you through next week as well, depending on my plans. But if I'm available, I definitely will be, because this has been exciting. So if I'm not, then someone else might be. But next week will be Hungary, round 9. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And I'll see you all when I